Alright, time for a Hecarim game. I will be playing against a red Kayn here, which is a very good matchup for me, honestly. He doesn't, like, because it's Kayn, his no-form Kayn doesn't really do anything against me in the early game, so I can kind of just chill and just full clear, get going for myself a little bit as well, and later on in the game, I mean, Hecarim is just very, very strong still. Now, for Hecarim, one of the main changes they made in recent patches is the Divine Sunderer change. They made it a little bit less great against like very tanky champions, but they did add in the Spellblade effect from Sheen basically to give you that extra damage instead of having the full proc worth of damage, if that makes sense. So that does up the consistency of Sunderer a bit against squishier champions as well. Like, it makes it a bit better against those champions, which means it's overall like in general a better pick. It is a little bit worse against the very tanky stuff, but that's generally not the stuff you kind of have to worry about, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know, it might sound a little weird, but yeah. Divine Sunderer got a good amount better overall, honestly, for Hecarim. Right here, we're just cutting this towards where my bot lane is walking so they can do more auto attacks while walking to their lane. And the second this comes up... Whoa, I got scared there for a second, I'm not gonna lie. The second that comes up, we smite that, so we get the speed from it, leash it in, finish the blue buff off however much HP it would have left, depending on the leash you got. And from here, we just full clear. Slowly kite this towards the raptors here as well. All we're going to do is go for the fastest full clear we can. Drag this all the way out here. Q that one time. Activate the W from range so this stacks up so I can hold my Q stacks easier. Good. It seems my Mordekaiser is pushing. Don't think Kayn's going to be that quick. I'm going to hold on to my W right here instead of using it on this camp right now, just in case the Kayn goes for some strange invade pathing. Not too worried about using it for this specifically. Smite that, it's fine. I can hold my smite if I want to for like scuttle and stuff, but it's fine. Trying to gain as much tempo as I can so I can create pressure for Mordekaiser. The Kayn makes it harder for him to gank unless he doesn't full clear, I suppose. And that's the 310. That's pretty decent. Of course, that would be a little bit slower if I don't smite. But I think this is fine. Ooh. You got the lucky crit. You rolled the 33% on that one. This is going to be a free gank. We pop Ghost right early. And then E when we get in range. That's an early death. That's not ideal. I'm going to be fighting this because I have Ghost activated for like a while of this. Fighting me in the minion waves, which means I have a pretty good chance at beating him. There he goes. I would never have taken the fight against the Kayn there if it wasn't in the minion wave. Because in the minion wave I have an advantage. Due to the minions hitting him, of course. So in that situation, my Conqueror is stacked. I can pretty much fight that out pretty consistently. Which in this case, as you saw, he died. A very close fight. But because of the minion wave, I had the advantage. And that's just kind of like knowing your damage a little bit. I might not like always recommend people to do something like that. Because that, of course, is a very close fight, but I was pretty sure I could win that. Mordekaiser did die quite early without even using any of his summoners, which isn't the most ideal. The Kayn did walk past me. He didn't actually full clear, it seems, either. Because he has... Well, actually, he did full clear. He has 20 CS. Oh, God. Oh, that's not good. I have a Leona Lux bot lane. That's interesting. Exhaust. I mean, fine, I guess. Whatever. I don't know about this, man. It seems a little sketch. Are you serious right now? Alright, fine, whatever. I don't know, man. I classify it as pretty unlucky I couldn't finish the Leona off, but that's fine, I suppose. I need to smite something as soon as possible. I didn't really want to touch Zeri's wave with a smite or anything. I just leave that for what it is. A decent counter gank. I probably could have finished the Leona if I was a little bit better at it. Or not better at it. If I played that a slight amount better with my positioning, probably. I mean, the exhaust didn't necessarily help. That was pretty annoying that was still up. But it is what it is, I guess. For now, we're just going to focus on another full clear, I suppose. And we'll be fine. In that situation, I know I can go in on that because I just have such a massive overall advantage over them that it's not really a problem. This guy isn't 6 yet, so he's dead here. Good. If Kane was 6, I wouldn't have ulted like that, because at that point he could just press ult and avoid it. But trying to flank like that doesn't really work against the Trendemir either. And I see that flank instantly. I just rotate for it. Just react, respond, help my Trendemir instantly. If they would have hard committed to that, that would have been... Ooh, he took my entire top side. Good play. That's what I like to see, though. Like, this is the stuff I do like to see from the enemy jungler. I went bot lane. He takes my top side. I like it. Good play from him. Also, one thing, by the way, for the runes, I used to run Resolve Tree a lot on Hecarim. However, it's not that good anymore. They nerfed it like over and over and over again, basically, which it kind of feels kind of bad right now compared to just getting Magical Footwear Cosmic Insight. So I'm kind of just here doing this. Also, they nerfed Red Smite, so I'm more likely to take Blue Smite now. I was already pretty likely to take Blue Smite on Hecarim for the move speed purposes. But now it's like... Blue Smite's mostly the thing I will take, because Red Smite did get nerfed. Place this right in the corner. I mean, we could do it. Alright, fine. I don't have Smite, though, which is a little bit of a problem. I doubt it's going to be up in time, but it's not warded, so... The enemy bot lane also recalled, so I figure that this is fine because of that. If Kane does show up here, he will get it, so that would be very depressing if it happens that way. Make sure to use your Sheen procs as much as you can as well, by the way. No. Oh my god. That's so depressing. Like, I knew that was gonna happen as well at some point. That sucks, man. The fact that Lux, out of everyone that got it, is the one... blah, blah, blah. That's absolutely infuriating. God damn it. That's absolute... That just sucks. I'm gonna do that. Whatever. Rip on the dragon, I guess. I just wasted so much time on that dragon as well. That's even more depressing. Kane is there, no blue buff. Fine. I am not happy. Not happy at all with that dragon situation. I'm gonna lose my bot side camps here as well. Probably shouldn't have listened to the situation there. Like, I thought it was gonna maybe be okay, but I mean, hindsight, I guess, eh? Kill the minion! What are you doing, fam? Alright, fine, you win. Don't ever lead with your ultimate in situations like that. Never. Because you have to make sure you use your ultimate to chase a flash. Which is what I did there. Hold my ultimate until he flashes. I am not doing this again. Good luck, buddy. I have my jungle camps to do. I wasted colossal amount of time on that dragon. Not happy. Oh well. It is what it is. Mistakes have been made. Get the clear. Kane is top lane. My bot lane is 0 and 6. That's interesting. Guess Leona Lux is something. Never really seen that lane before, so I don't know, but I guess my bot lane hasn't either, I suppose. After this, I'm instantly gonna recall for the Sunder. Because I do have the money for it, and then I can also buy my tier 2 boots, which is beautiful. Probably, like, there is a situation there where I should probably run. Okay, I'm gonna definitely get myself these. I do already have some CC reduction in tenacity in my runes there, so I can definitely go for the steel caps here for that team comp. Don't really have to worry about magic damage that much. This guy does seem to be building a little bit more AP heavy, but I suppose a Spirit of Visage is just gonna fix most of it anyway, so it's fine. Okay, mid. Okay. I will be going bot lane after... Oh, he took my Gromp, right. Fair. Fair, fair. I mean, that's to be expected, actually, with the situation. Press Ghost first. Ah, you asshole. And the exhaust and the double flash. Okay. Put the Wukong there. I'm gonna actually hit him here because I can hit him out of turret range with that one. Walk into the open here so he has nowhere to go. That way he can't walk towards a wall and just get over it, if you know what I mean. If I walk in the open there, he'd have to deal with the open space. Actually gonna step up a little bit into the jungle and get a little bit more mana regen. Actually, I'll leave the camp. I'm gonna go for the scuttle. Step in the jungle, as you can see, your mana regen is much, much higher than in the lane. So if you are out of mana, try to walk into your jungle wherever you can. Tank situation there is pretty good. They had all their flashes and all their summoners to deal with me in that situation, which kind of sucks. But overall, if you do that gank once, like now, after this, that gank the next time I do it is going to be extremely free because they have no way of dealing with it. So it's okay. It's a little bit unfortunate because that would have been much easier to clean, like a much cleaner play if they wouldn't have had like the Lux Flash, for example. Because I would have just insta-killed her, basically. She does have a crown now, interesting. Okay. I can probably just go bot lane here. I feel like I should go towards this. Okay, there he is. Beautiful. As predicted. I'm gonna go walk to the Rift Herald here as well. Go for the Wukong. Perfect. I waited there for them to engage that fight. And he flashed. Wait. Oh, my Trendemir died. Actually thought he was going to be fine, but I guess he wasn't. I'm gonna have to run away from this because I can't fight on this HP. My bot lane is still losing. Smite that for HP right now. I actually don't know if I can do this on bot lane, if I'm being honest. I have no ultimate. HP is not looking too great either. I guess I can hold turret. I'm not gonna go in on the... If I had ults, I'd probably take that fight. But because I have no ult, it's not worth it. Ooh. Kane seems to be getting some of these kills. I know it's red sub, so I'm gonna actually go take his bot side right here. Why the hell is... Interesting why he walked this way, really. Wasn't expecting that. Quickly do this camp. Walk behind her, knock her back into the team. It should be fine. Don't think there's anything they can do. Perfect. I can take the red buff. Only thing is I did use my smite there, which might not have been smart. Because I think I could have used that for dragon mostly. I think I'll go for Drake here. I will not have smite, but hopefully that won't matter. Again... If I lose the smite here, it's going to be very depressing, but I think Kane's going for my top side here, so the likelihood of them stealing this one is extremely low. And the other one wasn't high either, I suppose, but... You know. I most likely would have lost my entire top side, which I respect right now. I'm not even going to bother trying to run there. I'm just going to clear this, recall, and we'll see. I might even run bot lane here straight away, actually. I do have quite a bit of gold. However, I think their bot lane is going to come back. There is the Kane. He took my entire top side for certain. Gonna run bot here. My ult's up, so I can probably make a play happen in this situation. Like, instantly punish the enemy team in this situation. Like, this guy's gonna bait in the Leona. Perfect. That's not the most ideal. Build past her. You're kidding. Wow. Really? I'm gonna have to run as fast as I can, TP from Frolly. Wow. That sucks, actually. Leona is extremely tanky in that situation. I think I should have hard focused the Lux. I should do my Wolves, actually. It's gonna give me enough for my Dev's Dance. The fact that I don't do enough damage to Leona, that really sucks. She is so tanky. I wonder if she's... I don't know. She might be maxing her shield. Which would be interesting. Full stat to a TP from Volley, but we already have top turret down, so first turret's not a problem. I know most of these camps are probably down, but I'm gonna just run top lane here anyway. Yo. Okay. That's a little strange. I thought it was just a free kill on the guy, but the Mordekaiser kind of just stood there. Fine, I suppose. I'm gonna do my Raptors and instantly recall here. I might have to react the mid lane. I don't really want to, though. No, I'm not going to. Enemy just got greedy, it's fine. I'm gonna get my Dev's Dance here. I'm going Dev's Dance for damage purpose, of course, but also they're pretty heavy on AD. So building an armor item first is obviously what I'm gonna do. It's gonna go like Dev's Dance, Spirit Visage probably. Get the magic resist going from that, and then I'll also get the increased healing on both of these sources, which is gonna be good. And then from there, we'll see. Focus a bit on damage in the early game on Hecarim mostly. And then after that, like a little bit more on the tanky side. Generally how you want to go about it. I think I can just do this. Don't think he wins this. I'm not happy about this, honestly, at all. I'm gonna exhaust it, so I have to leave this fight now. Good kill. I don't particularly want to join that fight anymore. I'm gonna finish this off and leave. My HP is too low there, I have to consider that. My Zeri greeted. I'll walk this way, use the plant over the wall, smite the camp here for HP, and then go for the volley. Alright, this guy's dead. Perfect. Keep the dragon in a bit. Smiting the camp here to make... Like, I'm basically making sure here that I'm as high HP as I possibly can be for the start of that next fight. Just ask the Mordekaiser if he can come to dragon, please. I would ideally like to have him there. I mean, this could have been our third dragon, but... You know. Build's gonna be up in 5. I don't really need the back at the moment, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I do have to be a little careful, I suppose, with the fact that I do have quite a decent amount of money. But... Man, why would you do that? That's just annoying. I would be ready to help him, but he is playing very risky right now. Oh, this is not good. This is really fucking bad. Holy moly, guys. Like, the Trendemir definitely didn't do that correctly either. He took most of the damage without us being able to do anything to help him, which was really bad in that situation. I also got stuck in a situation there where I just got CC'd for a very, very long time and just took a bunch of free damage from Lux and stuff. I guess my team is winning the fight, so that's nice. But for me in that situation, I probably should have positioned myself further back and played that safer. Played it like actually much further back to make sure that I don't take a bunch of free damage from a lot of free hits in that situation. Because I am worth a lot of gold there, and Wukong did just get 1,000 gold off me, which is definitely not good. But that's due to me being extremely greedy, I guess, with my positioning next to the wall when I'm realistically not going to be able to do anything. So next time in a situation like that, I should just stand as far back here as I can so I don't take the damage. And then if the enemy team does engage, that's when I should walk up. That's how it should be done. But that's not how I did it. Because taking all that free damage when there is no possible way for me to actually make a play happen there is really, really bad. And that's definitely not recommended. I'm not going to be defending mid turret. Not that one, at least. The second one, of course, yeah, but that one is whatever. I need to clear some camps. Need to keep my XP going. There's no defending this. Like, they're going to group with multiple people. It's going to be a fight that's going to be in a disadvantage regardless. Plus, my ult was not really going to be up for that one either. Are you serious right now? Okay, great. I mean, it's still a flash for a ghost trade, so I guess it's not the worst of the worst, but that sucks. Volley didn't die on that one. Let's keep clearing my camps. My Spirit of Visage is quite close. Might sell my control ward, actually. Maybe that gives me enough money. I actually don't know if I'm gonna be very close, but I just don't have enough. Barely. That sucks. 68. This sells for 30. That means I have to wait for 50 gold, which is not worth it. So I'm gonna just run for bot scuttle here. Nice. She ran. I think she lives on that one. I hope. I don't know if she can outrun a Kayn, to be fair, though. I could easily kill the volley on bot lane here, I think. Yeah, okay, she's dead. That was just way too greedy positioning-wise. But, to be fair, she did... she was worth a shutdown, so it's not great. But my team did get mid-turret. Mordekaiser should ult Kayn straight away. My team is completely running, so I have to leave. I would love to try to fight the volley there. I'd probably beat him in a 1v1. However, because my team is sprinting away from me in like this direction towards the Kayn, there is nothing I can do. Like, if I go into this fight, it'll be a 4v1, and that's not worth it. Just realize that when you do stuff. Alright, we are much better off now. We have the Spirit of Visage for the Bodens, healing on that. I am almost level 14, so I'm going to look to do Gromp for that right now. Wait for my team to respawn on the map, and then we can look to play together as a team, hopefully. Oh, this is gonna be bad. We're gonna have to sprint over there as soon as we can. He's gonna be in... Yeah, he's gonna kill him, and then he's gonna be in a really bad spot. Keep him away from my 80 carry as much as I can. Build after him after he goes over the wall. Because at that point, we can do this. We can do Baron. Because their jungler is dead. I focus Kayn there instead of trying to chase the Wukong or anything that's low. Because as soon as we kill their jungler, this becomes free, right? Trendemir will do enough damage to this. I'll tank it. Trendemir will do more Baron damage to me. So I want to take the Baron Gaze damage debuff, the 50% reduction. So he can just do full damage to it. Which should be the best DPS we can get. I'm standing in it, as you can see, keeping the buff on me. So this Trendemir does full DPS. He does more damage to Baron than I will ever do, basically, so... It's always worth it that way. There we go. Perfect. I take this. Dude, the fact that he's taking my camps right now is actually kind of pissing me off, because these two camps would have hit me level 15, which would have been quite significant. Unless he needs it for some type of item, then I guess it's okay, but I think I needed it as well, to be fair. Yeah, no level 15 for me. I guess backing at this point, I mean, I can buy something. But I can also gain an extra level right now if I just create this, and then I'll be up there in time for the dragon. If I recall, I wouldn't be there in time for the dragon. I don't know. I think actually, like, him split pushing is, I guess, fine. But I feel like I prefer him to be in a fight, to be fair. I'm gonna get Thorn Mill, probably. Next item. Extra healing reduction from that will be very useful against their team right now. I do want this dragon. Let's ward it. I'm gonna just do the dragon. My team isn't really walking for it, but I guess I'll just make sure I go start it right now. Lux and Leona are both top lane, so there's that. My team is backing, so I might as well take my time to recall right now. Where is it? I'm gonna go for the healing reduction from Thornmill. I'm gonna sell the longsword for an entire giant's belt, which is just worth more on the item slot. So yeah. Here, pretty good healing, pretty good damage to champions, honestly. Not terrible. This hasn't really procced that much, because the last fight wasn't really a fight where I was in. Necessarily, like mostly the dragon fight, for example. Like, I took a bunch of upfront damage. Which kind of put me out of that fight instantly. I just want to, at this point, make an engage. Just look for anything that's reasonable. He needs to ult Kane straight away. There it goes. Beautiful. Oh, that wasn't the real one. I see. I'm gonna go for the Leona here. Do not necessarily care about the turret anymore at this point in the game, so we just hard commit. That's a little annoying. I'll leave. I wasn't able to get a great position on the Leona there, so I'm not going to tank turrets for that for a super extended amount of time. It's not like going to do anything. Good. Perfect. I'm going to focus on the turret here, make sure to use my Sheen procs. Mordekaiser is fine there. I just want to get the wave into the turret so we can push this one. Not the most happy about the fact that the Mordekaiser just completely left. Gonna leave that guy to die. It sucks that he left, because he should have helped push the turret with us. He was still fairly healthy in that situation, so he probably could have done something there. But he just walked away completely. I think with his additional pressure, we probably would have been able to finish the turret. Which is the only thing I wanted, is just to finish the turret there. But because he decided to leave, I just have to leave as well. My Zeri dies, but I don't really care about that too much. Better that she dies instead of me. Hopefully he leaves that up for me, that would be great. Right here, I'm going to go for Thornmill, and then I'm going to go for Grudge. Grudge as a 6th item on Hecarim is absolutely great. Okay, the extra slowing effect you get from it is huge. Extra armor penetration for damage is really, really nice as well. But yeah, I have pretty tanky setup here. Generally, it's like Thunderers / Trinity Force into like a Death's Dance, like a pretty aggressive option. And then go for like 2 tank items. I Could in theory also go for Divine, not for Divine, for Starax here, actually. Plus add base AD, which does skill pretty well with Sunderer now here, so... Probably could do that. Wouldn't be a bad move. It gives me an additional shield as well as more HP. The question is, like, we are not really lacking damage, so I suppose I could go for the Starax here instead of the... Grudge. Both items are fine, though. Like, don't get me wrong. Both items are really, really fine. Go for this guy. It's for a good opportunity. Good. You can see I'm very, very tanky right now. Just pop this, kill that guy. Wait for the cane. Mordekaiser ulted him, that's fine. I'll follow the cane around, I guess. I think Mordekaiser was already going to kill him. Oh. Beautiful. Any type of engage, you see, I'm just extremely tanky at this point. They don't kill me. W active, like healing, all that type of stuff. Not a big deal at all. But yeah. Overall, I'm a bit more of a fan of Sunderer than Triforce. I'll go Sunderer more often than Triforce these days because of the way they changed it and adding the new Spellblade effect. This all did about 3,000 damage that game and also healed me for about 3,000, so that's really, really good. That's it for Hecarim. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure that the like button below helps me quite a bit. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, hit the subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, so for the endgame stats here as well. I ended up doing 24.4k damage, which is very respectable here. I'm damaging both my mid and my AD carry. However, of course, the Mordekaiser was quite strong and did quite a lot of damage. He was on also a little bit more fights than me, so he did have a little bit more opportunity to get this damage. But fair play to him. I mean, he did a good amount of damage there. True damage at 3,100. We have damage to objectives. Again, 35k. Very, very good. Sadly lost the first dragon on like 100 HP, but it is what it is sometimes, you know. Take a risk and you lose. But still very, very nice objective damage there. Healing done at 23k here, which is huge. Like, that's a lot of additional healing you get from this, which is really, really good. Damage taken here at 39k, so filling my role there as well. Not the highest damage done, but like still 39k damage taken is very, very respectable. Self-mitigated damage at 46.2k as well. So yeah, you can clearly see I took most of the damage this game, and then, I mean, I still dished out a really reasonable amount, but Mordekaiser outdid me on that one. Gold earned at 15.8k as well, and then for the runes, Conqueror healed me for 800. Like, obviously the healing isn't the main factor here. The main factor is the adaptive damage, that you don't see how much damage it actually has done for you, but it's very, very relevant damage. So if you're looking at your Conqueror rune, always keep in mind that the adaptive damage is there, but it doesn't show here, and it's very relevant damage from adaptive damage. Triumph for 900 HP. I wasn't really in that much danger for most of this game. Like, I have one death where I kind of mispositioned myself. So the HP restoration is obviously going to be pretty low because, well, I'm not going to go down to very low HP, and it's a percentage missing HP healing. So you can see the reason why it's low. Also, last stand for the same reason. I wasn't really getting low this game in the most plays. So the last stand's going to do quite a low amount of damage. You can switch this out for coup or for the coup rune for the damage on lower HP targets if you want. I just tend to like last stand for those games where I do need it, and if it's like an 800 damage difference that the coup rune might do, if you take it over this one, like it might do an extra, like it might do a total of 1,000 damage. I would still rather have last stand for those very, very close low HP fights, like the one I had on top lane in the early game. Yeah, so that's really that. And then for this, it's just free boots and Cosmic Insight for more Ghost and also more Smites.